One of the most difficult things in life is to find people to work with, people who will agree with you. You want to start a family, but you need a wife, you need a husband. If you don't have a wife or husband who is willing to work with you, to be submissive, who will listen, who will advise, who will build you up, who will manage, they will destroy your life. And so many good lives are destroyed today because of bad relationships. From pastors to business people to common people in the community, because they don't have good wives or good husbands, a lot of great potential is destroyed. If you want to start an organization, you need trusted people to work with. If you don't have trusted people, it's going to be very difficult for the organization to move forward. The same is true if you want to do the ministry. You need trusted people to work with. Because if you don't have trusted people, you will only build for them to break tomorrow. Joshua, when God called him to the ministry, God spoke with him that Joshua will be the next leader of Israel to take the people from across the river Jordan onto the promised land so that he will capture the land and settle the people. After Joshua met with God, Joshua met with the leaders of the congregation of Israel. And the leader responded to Joshua, Joshua, we accept you as our next leader. Our only challenge to you is please make sure to obey every word that comes from God's mouth. Just like Moses obeyed God, please obey God. And we, the congregation of Israel, we the leaders will stand with you. If there is anybody in our midst who will not listen to your commands, Joshua, we will kill that person. That's what the leaders told Joshua, because they were ready to work with Joshua. They needed a leader. They needed somebody to take them from the desert across the river Jordan on the other side to the land God promised them, for which he brought them out of Egypt and made them into a people. The people were ready for it. One of the challenging things we have today, whether you are a pastor, whether you are a family man, whether you want a relationship, whether you want to start business and organization, is trusted people to work with. These days we have people who want to use you to go build their own stuff. People come in relationship not with the mind to love you, so you build a family together, but to use you to get stuff from you, so to go on with a new relationship. You want to start a church, many people will come, they'll even tell you God called them to come work with you. And you give them your platform to train them, but they use you to use your church to go start their own church tomorrow. They will fight, they will take people from your church to go build their own. And tomorrow they will lie to the congregation and tell them they started the church on their own. And so they will not make no reference to you. People use people all the time instead of working with them. God wants us to have people who will work with us. As difficult and challenging it is, I pray for you. In whatever thing you are doing, that God will help you find the right people to work with. Because, my friend, I can tell you, if you have the right woman, the right man, it makes your life easier. You can work together whether you have plenty or you don't have plenty. You can build from what you have. If you're a pastor, you want to start a church, and you have a committed group of people, you can work with them and the church can be strong. They will help you. If you want to start an organization, a company, you have a committed group of people. They will lift that organization, that company up to a higher height. So that I pray for you today that grace and abundance will come upon you, that God will lead you to have the right people. And if somebody come from outside, want to confuse the people you have, that God will fight your battle. If somebody want to break away from you, to hurt you, to break you down, so they will use you to go build their own stuff, may God fight for you. I pray for you today in your relationship that God will help you. You will not just support somebody who will dump you tomorrow and use you and go on. Will leave you frustrated until you die in your misery. I